We are living in a time of unprecedented environmental crisis. Scientists, world leaders, and experts around the globe are sounding the alarm. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, stated that we are on a fast track to climate disaster, warning of major cities underwater, record-breaking heatwaves, terrifying storms, widespread water shortages, and the extinction of over 1 million species. These are not sensational headlines or fictional fears. They are based on hard science, evidence of the consequences of our current energy and environmental policies.
In the United States, scientists warn that the devastation of climate change will touch nearly every one of the 423 national parks. These natural treasures are uniquely vulnerable to rising temperatures. As reported in the New York Times, the threats read like a biblical reckoning: fires, floods, melting ice, rising seas, and deadly heat waves. Amid all this, we are left wondering, can the Earth's environmental problems be solved? And if so, who has the power to solve them? The Bible gives us a perspective that offers not only answers but real hope. It reveals that these worsening conditions were foretold long ago. In Revelation 11:18, it says that God will bring to ruin those ruining the earth. This short verse teaches us three powerful truths. First, that human activity would greatly damage the planet. Second, that this destruction will not continue indefinitely. And third, that it is not human governments or institutions that will ultimately save the earth. It will be God Himself. The Bible further assures us that the future of this planet is secure. Ecclesiastes 1-4 confidently declares, "The earth remains forever." Psalm 37:29 adds, "The righteous will possess the earth, and they will live forever on it." Not only will the earth remain, but its beauty and health will be fully restored. In Isaiah 35:1, we read a vision of this future. The wilderness and the parched land will exult, and the desert plain will be joyful and blossom as the saffron. These words describe a planet healed, vibrant, and full of life once again. This vision of restoration and hope is not some far-off myth. It's a promise made by the Creator of the universe. So why can we trust that God will act to save our planet? Because the Bible consistently affirms God's care for the earth and all life on it. In Genesis 1-1, we are reminded, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." Psalm 24:1 says, "To Jehovah belong the earth and everything in it." The planet is not owned by mankind. It belongs to God, and He does not intend to see it destroyed. Psalm 104:5 emphasizes the permanence of our planet. He has established the earth on its foundations. It will not be moved from its place forever and ever. Isaiah 45:18 affirms God's original purpose for the earth. The one who formed the earth, its maker who firmly established it, did not create it simply for nothing, but formed it to be inhabited. So while some may view the worsening climate and environmental crisis as signs that the earth is doomed, we must look to the promises of the Bible for the real answer. Add this in the text as well. The earth was never meant to be temporary. God's purpose for it has always been eternal, and His word assures us that nothing will thwart that plan. Yet despite these assurances, we still see destruction escalating. So what will God do about those harming the earth? Revelation 11:18 makes it clear. He will put a stop to it. God will not allow the ruin to continue unchecked. The solution will not come from flawed human governments or policies. According to Daniel 2:44, God will replace all human governments with His own perfect heavenly kingdom. This kingdom will be ruled by Jesus Christ, whom the Bible calls the Prince of Peace. In Isaiah 9:6-7, we're told of this coming ruler who will establish justice and righteousness forever. During His time on earth, Jesus showed His authority over the forces of nature. In Mark 4:35-41, we read how He calmed a violent storm with just a few words. Under His divine rule, He will exercise perfect control over all creation, restoring balance, peace, and abundance to the earth. In Matthew 19:28 and Luke 23:43, the Bible speaks of a time of recreation, a return to conditions like those in the Garden of Eden, where harmony between humans and the environment was perfect. Some people mistakenly believe that the earth will be destroyed by fire, citing 2 Peter 3-7. But the Bible uses symbolic language in many places. For example, in Genesis 11:1, earth refers to human society, not the physical ground. In the context of 2 Peter 3, verses 5 and 6 point to Noah's flood as a parallel. The flood didn't destroy the planet, it destroyed a corrupt human society. Likewise, the fire mentioned in 2 Peter symbolizes God's judgment against wickedness, not the literal destruction of the planet. Just as Noah and his family survived to repopulate the earth, a righteous new society will survive God's judgment and inherit a renewed earth. In 2 Peter 3:13, we are given this hope. But there are new heavens and a new earth that we are awaiting according to his promise, and in these righteousness is to dwell. This new earth is a cleansed human society, ruled by new heavens or new leadership under God's kingdom. Even science supports the idea that our earth is more resilient than we might think. One team of international researchers recently concluded the earth is more resilient than we thought. If you believe in a creator, this may remind you of the intelligent design built into the planet's self-healing systems, air, water, and ecosystems that can recover when given the chance. But because the damage caused by human greed and carelessness is so extreme, natural processes alone will not be enough. Divine intervention will be required, and that's exactly what the Bible promises. God will not stand by while the earth is ravaged. He promises to bring restoration, healing, and peace, not only to the natural world, but to all those who long for righteousness. Psalm 145:16 paints a picture of abundance. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. Yes, the earth has a future. It will not be destroyed, burned up, or replaced. It will be restored. It will flourish. It will become the paradise it was always meant to be. God created it. He owns it. He sustains it. And in His time, He will heal it. If this message gave you hope, inspired you, or helped you see the world through a new lens, don't let it end here. There is so much more in the Bible that reveals God's purpose for the earth and for you on this channel. We dive deep into Scripture to uncover truths that can change your life. Truths about prophecy, salvation, and the future of our world. So if you're searching for clarity, for answers, or for peace in a troubled world, you're in the right place. Until next time, stay strong in faith, stay curious, and remember, God's promises never fail.